Assalamu alaikum. So we're going to talk about the second pillar of Islam, which is prayer, and in Arabic this is known as Salah. So there are 5 obligatory prayers that Muslims have to pray throughout the day, and they are the following. So we have Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. And these prayers are spread throughout the day. So Fajr will be before sunset, Dhuhr is probably around lunchtime, Asr is in the afternoon, Maghrib is closer to sunset, and then Isha is in the evening. And so each prayer has its own window of time that you can establish the prayer. So for example, like nowadays, Dhuhr is around 12:30 and Asr is probably around 3:30. So between 12:30 and 3:30, you can pray the Dhuhr prayer. Now ideally, you would want to pray on time. So what that means is that as soon as the adhan comes in, which is the call to prayer, once it's finished, it's best for you to pray right then and there. That's the best kind of prayer. And prayer is the second pillar in Islam, which highlights its importance. And we're actually told that on the Day of Judgment, this is going to be the very first deed that is looked at. And if your prayer is established and good, then everything else should be smooth sailing. And why is that? Let's talk about this for a second. Prayer is not just a bunch of movements. Okay, you might have seen Muslims praying and you just kind of see them going up and down and you're like, okay, what's that all about? Prayer in Islam is a very disciplined practice, and it requires a lot of focus and a lot of mindfulness. And when you pray 5 times a day, you are stopping yourself 5 times in your day to stop and connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when you are in prayer, you are actually talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly, and as you are reciting, He is responding to you. He's talking back to you. And so this is a very intimate and very special moment in your day. And it's a part of your day where you need to disconnect from everything around you that's world-oriented, right? All the material things in your life. And you're focusing on your Lord and Creator. And you're focusing on that relationship with Him. And you're reminding yourself of what's important, what matters, right? And what matters is your akhirah, your end of life, your hereafter, what your life is going to look like after you die. Your deeds, how you handled yourself in this life, how you treated people, how you established yourself as a good Muslim, and your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when you're in prayer, you're sort of disconnecting yourself from all of the unimportant things in life. And if you have problems or distress or matters that you need resolved, you're connecting with the only one that can help resolve them. You're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help you. You're making dua in those prayers. You're asking Allah to please assist you with whatever it is you've got going on. And so you're leaning on your Lord and Creator. So this is one of the things that establishes a connection with Allah. The other half of it is that it teaches you discipline, right? When you have to stop what you're doing, when you're in the middle of something and you pause and you forcefully take yourself out of that situation in order to go focus on prayer, you're creating a sense of self-discipline. It's almost like, if you think about it, like when they say, when you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is make your bed. This is a sign of discipline, right? And usually people that do that, they'll say that they're able to have really good discipline or self-control in other aspects of their life. This is the same thing with prayer. And that's why prayer as a deed or as an obligation, if it's established well, then everything else in your life should fall into place. So if I'm doing a good job in my prayer, I'm really focused, I'm really connecting with Allah, then I should be able to stay away from the things that are bad for me, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbid me from, and I should be able to be more motivated and engaged to doing the good things and being motivated and disciplined enough to go out and do what's needed. So this is why prayer is so important, because it helps shape your character as a human being. It helps shape your behavior and your routine. And even just from a spiritual standpoint, right, it gives you the opportunity to offload, to reconnect. You know, people like to do things like meditation. Prayer is obviously a next level spiritual connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's more than just meditating. It's a conversation. It's a bond. And so it's a great way to refresh your mind, refresh your energy throughout your day. And subhanAllah, it's broken up throughout the day, all parts of your day, from the beginning of your day to the end of it, so that you can have that constant refresh and reset as you go about your day. So that's it for Salah. The next pillar is going to be Zakat, and I will see you there.